She said it again that morning. Same tone. Smirk. Prove you love me. The words had become routine, like brushing teeth, checking locks, breathing. Every day for a month. At first I thought it was a joke, then a test, then something darker. It wasn't about love, it was about control. By the 12th day, I stopped answering. She'd pout, cry, accuse me of indifference. By the 20th, she'd threaten to leave. By the 30th, she stopped talking at all, just stared at me, eyes sharp and hollow, waiting for me to break. On day 31, I finally proved it. Not the way she expected. I loved myself enough to leave. I remember her face when I closed the door behind me. It wasn't anger, it was disbelief. As if she'd just realized that her puppet had cut its own strings. It started subtle, little things. She'd ask, "If you really love me, you'll delete that friend. If you love me, you'll skip work tonight. If you love me, you'll tell me your passwords." And I did, because love, at the beginning, looks a lot like surrender. She made me feel like I was always one gesture away from being enough, but enough never came. The house began to shrink. Conversations became interrogations. Every smile cost an apology. Her affection was currency, and she set the price daily. I learned to measure my words, my tone, my breathing, because the wrong breath could start a war. The irony? She said she wanted proof of love, but what she really wanted was proof of ownership. And I gave it to her, every day, until I realized love shouldn't feel like captivity. The day I started watching her was the day I stopped believing her. She was careless with her phone, too many late-night messages, too many clients calling after midnight. She'd say, "It's just work," and I'd nod. But inside, something started turning, quietly. I began checking her locations, not out of jealousy, out of necessity. Patterns emerged. Same cafe, same time, every Thursday. I didn't confront her. I studied her. The way she adjusted her lipstick before errands, the perfume she only wore when she wasn't with me. It wasn't rage that guided me, it was curiosity. Cold, deliberate curiosity. I started keeping notes, dates, times, screenshots. A private archive of the truth she refused to speak. Each entry felt like a cut, clean and precise, until there was nothing left to dissect, except the question that haunted me. When did she stop loving me? Or had she ever loved me at all? The answer came one evening, disguised as a notification. A message from an unknown number. She said, "You'd never leave." She said, "You're too weak to." There was a photo attached. Her and him. Same cafe, same time, same lie. I stared at it for a long time. No shaking, no shouting, just the quiet collapse of something that had already been dying. She came home an hour later. I was sitting on the couch, phone in hand. "Prove you love me," she said again, teasing. I looked up. "I already did," I said softly. "Every day. For you. For this. For nothing." She laughed, uncertain, tried to brush it off, but she could see it in my eyes. Something had shifted. The game was over. She just didn't know it yet. I didn't shout, didn't throw the phone at her. I simply placed it on the table, open to the photo. She froze. Her mouth parted, but no words came. "Was this today?" I asked. Her lips trembled. "It's not what it looks like," I smiled. A quiet, detached smile. "You're right," I said. "It's exactly what it is." She started crying, grabbing at my hands, begging me to listen. But I was already gone. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There's a kind of peace that comes after devastation. A calm that's almost holy. I picked up my bag, the one I'd packed days before, when I first suspected this ending. She didn't notice the missing clothes. She never noticed much that didn't orbit around her. As I reached the door, she screamed, "You can't just leave! You can't prove your love by walking away!" I turned once. "That's exactly how I prove it." And then I left. It's strange how quiet life becomes once manipulation stops echoing through it. No more prove it, no more demands, just silence. The kind that feels like air after drowning. I deleted her number that night, didn't block her, just erased her completely, like she'd never existed. Love isn't supposed to be proof, it's supposed to be peace. And I'd confused one for the other for far too long. Sometimes I still think about the look on her face when I walked out, that flicker of panic, that realization that her power ended the moment I stopped playing. She wanted proof. I gave her the truest kind, the kind that costs everything. In the end, I didn't leave because she stopped loving me. I left because I finally started loving myself.